30% body fat to 10% body fat so fast, it feels like cheating. Literally, you won't have to waste time even cooking one meal doing this. But don't get me wrong, this is simple in theory, but challenging in practice. You have to follow my 3 six-pack cheat codes and you cannot break the rules. And I know these work because it's all I ever do. These are my clients, the busiest people I know. Malik, a Delta pilot, Brian, business owner, Kunter, Mitt, all business owners, super busy. And I give them this competitive edge so that they can finally see their abs, and I'm about to share it with you. So let's not waste time and dive straight in. My name is Michael Diamonds. I am a scientist with degrees in biochemistry and microbiology. I'm a pro-natural bodybuilder and medical doctor. 6-pack cheat code 1. Call it the cheat everyday formula. We all know that abs are made in the kitchen, but what if it doesn't have to be in your kitchen? And I'm going to show you how to order all of your favorite meals from your favorite fast food restaurants to get your 6-pack. There's only one rule. This is cheat code 1. You must eat 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. So if you're 200 pounds, that's going to be 200 grams of protein. For breakfast, I'll give you 3 options here. Option 1 will help you lose the most amount of fat. In the morning, I order from Starbucks an Americano, venti in size, 2 pumps of sugar-free vanilla, and 3 Splendas. I know. Barely any calories, and there's 20 and enough to keep you in a fasted state with about 4 grams of carbs. Now, if you're not a savage like me, you can add non-fat skim milk to your coffee, which takes it to about 40 calories, and that takes your carbs from 4 grams to 7 grams, and that may take you out of a fasted state. The big benefit of this breakfast is that it's going to energize you, and you're not going to feel sleepy or tired or sluggish from the coffee, and you can get it on the go. Now, option number 2, you can have the coffee from option 1, but with a nice light breakfast. And this is what I want you to order. Egg whites and red pepper bites. And these are the macros: 170 calories, 8 grams of fat, 11 carbs, and 12 grams of protein. Now, let's assume you want 2 portions of that. That's 340 calories. And the total macros: 16 fat, 22 carbs, and 24 grams of protein. So the total order comes out to be 1 venti Americano with skim milk and 2 egg whites and red pepper bites. So your total breakfast macros are at 380 calories, 16 fat, and 29 grams of carbs, and a total of 26 grams of protein. So this is option 3. And it's simple. Just add 1 scoop of protein to that meal, and these are the total macros. That will take you to 490 calories, 17.5 grams of fat, 33 grams of carbs, and 50 grams of protein. And now that I think of it, you guys know the Core Life protein shakes, right? There's like 42 grams of protein. I know plenty of my clients who just pour 2 to 4 shots of espressos in their shake, and they have this protein coffee shake and they swear by it. And you can just do that if you want as well. Now, our main focus in this breakfast strategy is to increase our protein intake with the lowest amount of fats and carbs that we can. This way, we don't have to really stress about our total carbs and fats. What I've seen with myself and all of my clients is that if they eat between 30 to 50 grams of protein per meal and hit their protein target, they melt fat off, and I'll explain why. Protein can boost your metabolism. It has the highest thermic effect of food, and that simply means your body burns the most calories breaking down and absorbing protein compared to carbs and fats. So for example, from option 3, your body can burn a total of 90 calories just digesting that food, meaning you're only really eating about 400 calories. And if you think that 90 calories is nothing, that's equal to 20 minutes of walking on the treadmill just from eating your breakfast. This is literally why I tell my clients we want the body to do all the work and not for you to kill yourself in the gym. The second benefit of protein is that it stimulates a special hormone called peptide YY, and it acts as an anoretic or an appetite suppressing hormone, helping helping signal fullness, satiety, and it also reduces our overall food intake. That's why it's so hard to binge on chicken breast or a steak or even eggs. And finally, eating this amount of protein is going to stimulate protein synthesis and help you build more muscle. We don't want that skinny fat look. We want that Henry Cavill, Dr. Mike Diamond superhero look. No, perfect. Meal 1, we're at 50 grams of protein. That's breakfast done. Let's move into meal 2, and these are my snack hacks that I give to all my clients. And I'm assuming you're going into work, you're in the office, and you just need something to hold you over until lunch. And these you can order off of Amazon. You know what? I'm not even affiliated. I'll put them all linked in the description. But warning, be careful not to overeat these. If you don't have any self-control, skip this meal. Snack 1 is the Quest chips, and my personal favorite is the barbecue flavor. There's 19 grams of protein per packet, and the macros are on the screen, and honestly, it tastes better than your favorite Lay's or even Pringles. Snack number 2 is the Core Elite High Protein Shake, 42 grams per bottle. This is by Fairlife. Snack 3 is Quest Nutrition Crispy Cookies and Cream, the Hero Protein Bars. There's 18 grams of protein, 1 gram of sugar, and 3 grams of net carbs. Snack number 4 is biltong. In America, you may call it beef jerky, and there's 31 grams of protein per pack. And snack 5 is the Dan & Light and Fit Greek yogurt with 12 grams of protein per container. Now, for your convenience, I have linked these below for you. I have no affiliation, I get no kickback. This is just to give you guys value. Now, you can basically select a combination of any 2 of these to hit 50 grams of protein. Now, for the sake of this video, I'm going to pick 1 packet of biltong, and I'm going to choose 2 Dan & Light and Fit Greek yogurts. The biltong I feel is the least processed. All biltong is really just dried meat. And on this list, I like the Dan & Light and Fit Greek yogurt. Now, the total macros from combining this 1 packet of Ayoba biltong with 2 servings of Dan & Light and Fit Greek yogurt, the strawberry cheesecake, gives you these total macros: 340 calories, 5 grams of fat, and a total of 55 grams of protein. So now you're at a total of 105 grams of protein, and you haven't even hit dinner or lunch yet. So for all of those who say, I don't know how to hit my protein, you're halfway there, right? Now for lunch, let's make our way to Chipotle. Before I continue, if you want more of these cheat codes, and I'm going to show you in this video Chipotle and Chick-fil-A, but I can do so much more of these, like In-N-Out, Wendy's, Taco Bell's. Let me know which one I should do next in the comments, and leave a gentle thumbs up. That just tells me you guys want more of these cheat codes. But enough of all that. Chipotle, this is the order of orders to be able to see your abs fast. It is going to be a burrito bowl, single chicken, lettuce, half rice, half black beans, fajita veggies, and tomato salsa. I'm putting the order on the screen. Save this for when you go to Chipotle next. And these are the total macros: 402 calories, total fat, 10 grams, total carbohydrates, 42 grams, and total protein at 39 grams of protein. Honestly, you can eat this every single day, and you can also play around with the portions to be able to fit your macros better. So let's say you need more protein, you can just simply say, hey, can I please have a double chicken? And these are your new macros. So your total calories go to 582, and your total fats go from 10 grams to 17 grams. Total carbs, 42 grams, and get this, your total protein is 71 grams. Now let's assume you go for the single protein option that brings your total calories to 144 grams of protein. Now, for dinner, you're home, you and the kids want to go to Chick-fil-A, I got you. And again, guys, keep watching. I personally think cheat code 3 is the best. We're just talking about food now. So the main meal is gonna be this. It's a grilled chicken sandwich, which comes to 390 calories, 12 grams of fat, 44 carb, and 28 grams of protein. Then, to hit that 200 gram of protein goal, you can also order 8 grilled nuggets that comes to these calories. It's 130 calories, 3 grams of fat, 1 gram of carb, and 25 grams of protein. Honestly, this is Chick-fil-A's big hack. and that will bring your total protein intake to 197 grams of protein, and you didn't even eat at home once. These are going to be your total cheat code macros on this meal plan. So let's say, for example, we pick option 3 for breakfast. It's the coffee with the 2 portions of the egg whites and a shake. For snack, 1 biltong and the 2 light and fit Greek yogurts. For lunch, Chipotle bowl, which is the single chicken. And for dinner, we're going to get the grilled chicken sandwich and 8 grilled nuggets. And these are the total calories. It comes to 1,752 calories, a total of 47.5 grams of fat, and total carbohydrates to 139 grams, and total protein is 197 grams of protein. These are amazing macros, honestly. Many men and women could easily eat this daily and lose weight. Maybe women need to be around that 1500 calorie mark, but what I recommend to you guys is I take these as examples, and let's say you want more carbs, just simply add more rice in your Chipotle bowl. Or let's say you want less protein, you can skip the biltong in your snack or skip the shake for breakfast. It's like simply just taking pieces of a puzzle and putting it together. But that is just cheat code 1, and you're going to thank me later for cheat code 3. It's by far the most important. Now, you guys saw me mention my clients before. These are busy professionals who don't have the time to figure this out. They want to work with medical doctors who will get them to their abs fast. I invite you to book a call with me and my team. You'll either speak to my chief operating officer, which is my wife, or you'll speak to my team of doctors. Fill out the application to be able to book a call. First link in the description. Now we have what to eat. And again, let me know if you guys want me to put those meal orders in a PDF. Just let me know in the comments below. And if I see everyone does it, I'll do it quickly and I'll put it linked in the description. If it's not there by the time you check, just come back to the video in 24 hours. If I see people want it, I'll also drop a comment. But cheat code number 2, I call the no cardio protocol. Yesterday, I was walking in the park downstairs from my building, and I see so many people running, and especially people who are overweight. And it hurts my eyes to see because I know, number 1, they don't have the diet in order, and number 2, that type of running isn't great for you because it's gonna hurt your knees, it's going to exhaust you, it's actually even gonna make you hungrier. What is so much better, I promise you this, is just to walk. Why? Because if I was a betting man and I had to bet for someone to walk 365 days compared to running 365 days, which one would I bet on? Is walking. The whole game of fat loss is a game of consistency. It's the game of who can do this the longest time. And walking is the easiest way to do it. So you don't have to do cardio. You only need to focus on walking. That's it. Research has shown that the average American and the average person, they actually studied over 700,000 people at 111 countries. And the average person walks 4,774 steps. So I'm sure you've heard walking 10,000 steps is the golden rule, which means, let's say you're getting 5,000 steps already. To confirm this, you can open up your health app and it will tell you what your weekly and monthly average is. And let's say you are at 5,000, it just means you need 5,000 extra steps. The cheat code I want to recommend. Please, if you believe your health is the most important investment you can make, please, please, please buy a walking pad. Just go on Amazon and type in walking pad. There's some as cheap as $100 and there are others that are between 200, maybe 250. That is the equivalent of just skipping a few cheat meals or maybe skipping 1 or 2 dinner dates. But it is the best investment you can make in your health. Why? Because now when you have this walking pad, the cheat is you don't have to leave your house to be able to get your extra 5,000 steps to hit 10K. So how I have my clients do this is if they are working at a desk job, let's say you're at home, you can put it right under your desk and you don't even need to walk fast. You just, instead of sitting on a chair, this is actually really bad for you for over an hour because it weakens your back. It gives you glute amnesia. This is why people have so many back issues. Rather walk instead. And you guys know the math. 10 minutes of walking is equivalent to 1,000 steps. This is tested. This is verified. So that means you just need to get on your walking pad maybe 2 times a day at an equivalent of 20 to 25 minutes after a meal. It is shown to be able to lose fat and to keep your insulin levels low, after a meal, go for a walk for 10 minutes. And this cheat code makes walking so much easier. And in reality, my clients can actually get 15,000 steps easy. Now, this is a secret. I've been coaching for a decade. And when my clients get to 15,000 steps, the fat melts off. And there's no research behind it, but the logical idea is that the 10K is great, but that extra 5,000 steps that people get really compensates for all the mistakes people make. Maybe adding a little bit too much olive oil in their foods, too much sauce is like an insurance policy, and my clients rush and they lose so much weight. Cheat code number 3 is you only need to train 3 times. You don't need more, especially if you're someone who just needs to get in the gym to look good. So many of my clients do just 3 sessions of training. Can you afford 3 hours in your week? I think so. So on the screen for you, I am giving you a 3-day training plan. Just take a screenshot right now, and that's all you need to train a minimum of 3 times per week. We just need to target every muscle group twice, and this training plan I'm giving you is targeting those. And you can just spend an hour in the gym because you want that strong and powerful look. That is going to be my cheat code number 3, because I just want to see you win. And for those of you, do comment below, watch till the end, you will win, because so many people don't see the nuggets that I give them so far into the video. But this is cheat code 4. This is the bonus for you guys who really want to lose the fat and lose it fast, to go from that 30% to 10%. People invest a lot of money to work with us, and we diagnose everything. We do blood tests, we do cortisol tests, we do hair tissue mineral analyses. But in the early stages, we always look for the simple wins that we can take. And what we see with so many people is that they're sleeping 6 hours or less, maybe even 6.5. And sometimes we'll even just spend the first month focusing on their sleep. And I'll tell you why. Because if we can get them to sleep better, it will boost their testosterone. If we can get them to sleep better, for women, it boosts their estrogen. It boosts their growth hormone. We also see that they stop snacking, they stop binge eating, they stop having heavy cravings. And this is all because your hormones are out of whack. And then on top of that, they get so much more energy back. So if you're a person, you're noticing you're drinking a lot of cups of coffee to really, go through your day, the real answer is that because you're sleeping so little, you're compensating for this lack of energy that you usually get from sleep to coffee. And it's like an endless cycle. Most of the time, coffee actually becomes the deterrent for so many people. So in simple, is following this simple 10-3-2-1 protocol. 10 hours before bed, stop with a coffee, because the coffee is what's not allowing you to get into deep sleep, or you're just simply drinking it too close to bedtime, which is making you struggle to fall asleep. 12 o'clock, which is 10 hours before, is going to be when you should stop coffee. 11:59, hard cutoff, no more coffee. The 3 is stop eating food, 3 hours. This whole alimentary canal, although you're done chewing, your whole body's factory is still trying to take apart all the food you've put in there. 2 hours before bed, we don't want to be waking up to go to pee at night, because that's going to disrupt your sleep. So stop drinking fluids, just sip, right? Just take sips just to quench your thirst. And then 1 hour before bed, you want to be able to stop using your screens. Essentially, how the brain knows to fall asleep is that the sun emits a light, blue light, right? And that blue light stops the production of a sleepiness hormone. It's called melatonin. And your screens actually produce the same blue light. So when people are like this at night, your brain is seeing that, oh, it's still light outside. That's why you're not feeling sleepy. So cut off all the blue light, or you can wear these blue light blocking glasses. Yes, you look like the Terminator, but these glasses block blue light from entering. And honestly, when you wear these, your eyes start burning. You know when you're super tired and you're ready to go to bed? This gives you that same sensation because melatonin production is increasing. So I highly recommend you pick some of these. And that's the video. I also have heard from a lot of people, they want to learn how to lose visceral fat in 7 days, because that's actually the toxic fat that's much more dangerous and metabolically active. This video here explains how to be able to lose visceral fat in 7 days. I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers.